75-minute race. LA Chris has got the drone going up. It's about to go down. Follow lacrits.com right now. Get the parking lot over there, driveway, Lagrange. There you go. Yeah, just tell them to move. That's all. 75-minute race, Cat 123s right now. Our final race of the day. Once again, lacrits.com. Check out all the action live as the drone goes up. Just increases your exposure. I don't know any other race that does that, where you can see the other side of the course, let alone the sprints that are happening. The drone is up, and they are into the first lap. With the early attack of three riders off the front. Look at that, that early. We got a couple riders responding, but three off the early breakaway. Still got a lot of racing to go, but good way to get the blood flowing. Get that first burn out so you can recover and come on back for more. Go fast right up there. Marco Rocha right there with them. Jaiven Gonzalez. Ooh, that's a big group. 84 riders out there. And our Pro 123, 84 riders. Gonna be a very exciting race. We got LA Bicycle Academy, Creative Blue Monster, Serious Cycling, Evoke Racing, Ice Speed, Legion, Team 6, Big Orange Boost, Core Racing, Team Mike's Bikes, Major Motion, Miami Blazers, and Firestone, Walker Racing Team, Bahati Foundation, Subaru Santa Monica, I think that's Helen if I'm not mistaken, and UCI, DNA Pro Racing Team. I saw the Belizean national champion. I'm not sure what team. I think he's a Legion, if I'm not mistaken. Holly Brett beat Chloe in the final sprint. If you're watching on theday.net, you might have saw part of it. If you were here, you might have saw it. Check out ontheday.net for those results. Half a wheel sprint for the win. As we have 2 laps into our Pro 123s, breaking out the gels. They got an hour to race. I see Dante rocking a Pedal Mafia kit today. Team 6 out there definitely representing deep. Looking to make an impact on today's race. You know, let's get down to business here and get started with our first preem. We're going to give away some 4 socks, our first preem of the race. Follow California Bicycle Racing on all your social platforms. Prodigy, AOL, MySpace. I think our MySpace page is going up this afternoon. California Bicycle Racing. Follow, share, lacrits.com. That is where all the action is being documented live. You can see the drone is up. You can see that live action. Where else can you see that besides NBC Sports? And we are here with that live drone action. That is incredible to get that live feed. The internet is a wild thing, isn't it? All right, let's get our first preem. Some Force socks. That was a fast group right there. Almost changed the environment once again by bringing such a win as they came by. Once again, that drone footage, lacrit.com, almost makes it okay not to be here, but you'd miss all the live action, and you don't want to miss that. The elite women's race had a very, very exciting finish. OnTheDay.net for the official result. And just so you guys know, the drone is up, but it is not on autopilot. The family team that operates LA Crits is out here doing everything for you guys to see everything. That drone is being manually controlled with the zooms. And they are operating the switching of the camera angles all live for you to see everything. And here's our breakaway. Who's going home with these socks? Who is going home with these socks? Number 61, Aiden Wardrop, winner of the Force socks. Still got a lot of racing going on right now. Or should I say yet to happen? We are only 8 minutes into the 70-minute race. No, I take that back. 13 minutes. No. Yeah, 8 minutes into this 75-minute race. At the rate they're going, they're doing about a minute and a half laps, which means they're going to get quite a few laps in, probably upwards of 50 laps, at least 45 laps in. Better them than me, I'll tell you that much. I don't know if I can do that right now. I don't even know if I can hang in the women's race. Even though they look like they were not going that fast, I don't even know if I can hang out in that race. Takes a lot to be going out there right now. Looks a lot easier on the side than when you're out there training to do it. We're going to have a neutral lap, and when they come back around again, we'll do our second preem. Ooh, look at that lead group. That gap is getting wider. Ooh. That is an early breakaway, and I think they're feeling it too. They're looking up under their armpits and saying, you know, we can do this, guys, if we just put a little effort down. I think we're looking at about a 15, 17-second gap, which doesn't mean anything this early in the race. 20 seconds is what I'm being told is the current gap. Once again, I think anything under a minute can be overcome by this fast group of elite 1-2-3 men's. But our leaders are going to go out there and get them points as much as they can. and some preems as much as they can. Speaking of preem, Amp Human Performance and Recovery Lotion Preem on this next lap. The time is now 2:26 as we have our lead group of what looks like 3. Is it still 4? Oh, no, there's still 4. Still a lead group of 4. Being led out by the Gavin Halady team, Mike's Bikes powered by Equator Coffee. I think Jason Paez is right there with them. But the gap is getting a little smaller as the peloton is starting to pick up. "20-second gap on that one. Again, it means nothing this early in the race. Next time around, AMP, Performance and Recovery Lotion. That lead group is trying to open up that gap. They keep checking over their shoulders to see if they can make it any larger. Don't know if it's worth trying to fight so hard too early, but the bigger the gap, the better. Well, our lead group is out of sight. Definitely not out of mind, but out of sight for the moment. We're going to see if they can close that gap. Austin Carroll, Team 6. I think he might be getting a little anxious. He's like, I don't like being in this no man's land, but I don't want the breakaway to get too far away from us. But at the same time, you don't want to go too hard, too early. They still have an hour of racing ahead. The winner of the next lap, or this lap right here, AMP Human Performance and Recovery Lotion. OnTheDay.net. That's where all the results have been posted. As our leaders hitting turn 4 right now. You know, with the movement, the repositioning of the start finish line, adding this another 100 meters, I think definitely impacts the sprint changing it up completely. It looked like Wardrobe won that. The human Amp Human Performance and Recovery Lotion again. And there's Austin looking to break that gap. And right behind him being chased down, Jesse Madonka, his second race of the day. All right, we are just under 60 minutes remaining in this race. All right, here they come right now. These are your leaders. When they come around right now, they're going to be seeing our next preem, our Science and Sports preem. Yeah, our lead group is completely out of sight of the peloton. Can't wait to see how this changes up when they decide to make their attack. There's Jesse and Austin trying to work together, not let that breakaway get too far away. I think they might be feeling something. There's Sharon right there. Alfredo Bueno, Velo Sport. They're all looking around. They're starting to reel that breakaway back in a little bit. They're not quite panicking, but they are responding to the attack. LACrits.com, LACrits.com, LACrits, LACRITS.com. Make sure you share this with your friends and family so they know how to watch it today and the next time. Once again, Holly Breck bringing out Chloe Patrick for the sprint. Colleen Gulick right there with them, top three. Women's 1, 2, 3. And there he is, still hanging out there in the front. Gavin Halady. All right, just under 55 minutes remaining in our Pro 123 race. You've had a breakout group of 4 still together right now. They have about, well, last I saw, about 25-second gap. The lead group seems to have widened that gap between they and the chase group. A much larger gap than I would expect to see. But then again, we do have 53 minutes left to race. Lots of time to go. Lots of time as Jerry Opress and Rudolph Napolitano come through right now, leading out that chase group. Once again, we still got lots and lots of racing left to go. Too early to tell anything. Celsius Preem. All right, Celsius Preem going out on this lap right now as our leaders. Our lead group of 4 still working together. They've opened up quite a gap. I'm not really sure how they're going to maintain, how they're going to close that gap. But again, plenty of time. Anything can happen. Once that main peloton really starts to feel the need, they will begin to close that gap. Right now, everybody's just kind of checking each other out, looking at each other. I see Alfredo Bueno and Kyle Mitchell taking turns out there in the lead of the chase group, trying to stay competitive. Hector got back in there after having a flat, I believe, in his front tire. Was able to get that pumped up. But Lagrange came through with the pump at the very end. I'll let him get back into the race right now. Peter Durantes, Team Lagrange coming to the rescue. We may be out here competing against each other, but it's still a sport and we're all a community. All right, here come our leaders right now. Let's use them to go home with a case of Celsius. Who is going to go home with a case of Celsius? Strawberry guava, peach. Look at that. They're going to leave them out there and make them work all day long. Number 29. That is Gavin Halady. You know, at 20 years old, they're going to just leave him out there in the front and make him work. They said, go on, man, you're young. Stay out there. Pull, 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 pull. He's fine with it. He's got young legs. He can do that. Here comes the peloton. Ooh, they are deep. Currently, the gap is at 45 seconds. 45 seconds. 45 seconds between you, gentlemen, and the leaders. There's a gentleman and a lady there in the group. Georgetta, I see you. Georgetta doing 2 races back to back. She's got that kind of conditioning. She is UCI trained and experienced. Hopping in with the Pro 123 men's. Feeling very comfortable, as she should. All right, we got bar points on the line right now. First bar preem of the race. First bar preem of the race. Points up for grabs, gentlemen. Bar preem on the winner of this coming lap. Jason Paez just hanging out in the back of that group. Team Legion. He's being smart. His teammates are saying, yep, you're in a good spot. Stay right where you are. He's been kind of smart, not burning any matches, not taking any pulls. Let's see who in that group. Will Halady get the 5 points? He has been leading out every lap. He's already getting points. Let's see what happens. Here comes our peloton with a little bit of a chase group. But the pelotons, for the most part, together. And they're being led out by young rider number 16, Alejandro Che. As they lead that switched up right now. Our leaders should be coming around here in about 25 seconds or so. They are on the backside as our chase group is going around. Looks like our leaders just crossed. If I'm not mistaken, that was turn 2 into 3. And they should be hitting our corner right now. All right, we got bar points up for grabs. 5 points for the first to cross, 3 points for the second to cross right now. Bar points up for grabs right now. Best all-around rider points up right now. Who's it gonna be? 9 and 50. The lady maintained his position, but Jason Paez came up and got those 3 to round off the top 2 for those first round of bar points. "45 minutes remaining as our peloton hits turn 4. Let's see when they're going to begin to work on that gap. Once again, they got plenty of time, but we've seen those gaps get wide and not be closed. They got enough up there in the front to claim the podium. Let's see. They got 1 minute gap between the leaders and the chasers. They are roughly a half a lap ahead, approximately half a lap ahead of the peloton. It's going to be a fascinating feat to see them close that gap. And here comes our leaders. Ooh, the leaders are getting even faster now. They are having Enter breakaway sprints, trying to break that group up. Look at that early attack. They said, we are not a team. But that team was able to get back in there and close that gap. That was a valiant effort as they look to make that breakaway. Even if it's just 1 point for the leading of the lap, points are points are points are points. This is a race. And here come the chasers. I think the gap might be a little bit less than a minute on this one. But they're getting faster. They are getting faster. They are getting faster. Still 1 minute. Still 1 minute behind. But plenty of time. Look at the leaders right there. Still together, got the party of 4. I know Gavin keeps trying to get off the front, but every time they come back around, he's back in the front again. He's like, you guys go. And they're like, nah, man, get back up there, youngster. Get back up there. Well, we're going to see if they're going to start to work on closing that gap. We got 40 minutes remaining. We're just under halfway through this race. Next time our leaders come around, you know what? We're going to do a Peloton Preem, Peloton Sybil Green, Bike Cleaner and Degreaser, Peloton Preem, Peloton Preem, Sybil Green, bike cleaner and degreaser, Peloton Preem. Peloton Preem. Peloton Preem. Ladies and gentlemen, Peloton Preem. With a 1 minute gap between the leaders and the chasers. 39 minutes remaining. Still a gap that can be overcome with enough effort. We got a Peloton Preem, and we're going to do an Anderson Valley Beer Preem for our leaders. Anderson Valley Preem for our leaders when our leaders come through. Anderson Valley Beer Preem, gentlemen. Anderson Valley Beer Preem for the lead group. And we will be awarding the Simple Green for the chase group. Let's see who within our chase group is going to win our Simple Green Preem. Okay, who's going to get this Simple Green? Team 6 rider number 33, John Yannick. All right, who's going to get this beer? Who's going to get this beer? Now, Mike Spikes, we might have a problem. Houston, Gavin is too young to take home the beer. So Gavin's going to get some Mark Bar tape. Yeah, we cannot give Gavin the beer at just 20 years old. That would be a little too out of our allowed range. Just under 36 minutes to go. The Peloton is discussing what they're going to do amongst themselves, realizing like, hey y'all, we have not seen these guys in a while. Like we are doing the same race, but we have not seen them for some time. What are we gonna do about it? Are we gonna let it go? Are we gonna counter? Yeah, we're gonna have to find out. I think I'm gonna get creative and have to give a beer preem to the Peloton, because our leaders, they keep sending that 20-year-old up front. Keep working together, gentlemen. Keep it going. Keep it going. Jason Paez is being real slick, real quiet, hanging out there in the back of that little group, chilling. Going at about 65, 70% right now. They didn't put forth an effort. They didn't made a nice gap. The chase group cannot even see them. But here they come right now. We're going to do a Peloton Beer Preem. A Peloton Beer Preem. Peloton Anderson Valley Brewing Company Beer Preem for the group. All right, we're going to see if we can give this Anderson Valley beer to the Peloton. I know we got some young riders out there, some very young riders out there. But I saw the Williams up front. Not that I want to give it to them, but at least I suspect that our leaders should be 21 and over of the Peloton. We will do the Hunt Parkway Road Race entry. Parkway entry race, road race entry, road race entry. So once again, we have an Anderson Valley Beer Chase Group Cream coming up. 32 minutes remaining in this race. We have an Anderson Valley Brewing Company Preem for the Chase Group. Chase Group, we got a beer Preem for the winner of this lap right here. The first person across right now, Anderson Valley Beer Preem. And it looks like it's going to Luke Vaughn. Luke Vaughn of Team 6. I double checked, and he is indeed over 21. All right, right now, as our lead group comes through right now, we'll be giving away not giving away, we will be awarding the Hunt Parkway Road Race May 20th entry up in Chula. I don't know if it's up in Chula Vista, down Chula Vista. I don't know where Chula Vista is at. Over in Chula Vista. The winner of this lap right here, Chula Vista Hunt Parkway Road Race 2 weeks. Who's going to get the free entry Preem? They're maintaining. They got the youngster out there. They're going to make that youngster work today. I think he's just fine with it, too. All right, here comes our Chase Group. Here comes our Chase Group. Yeah, you can feel that wind picking up just a little bit. I think it's a tailwind. And here they come right now. Here's our lead group. No preems on the line for this lap, just a straight up racing lap. But they got the youngster out there in the front again. The Ed Huntsman and Aiden Wardrop, SoCal Cycling. They are all just maintaining positions. As we saw before, with four, there's only room for three on the podium. How will it go down? 28 minutes, we'll find out. Here comes our chase group. It seems like the gap might be a little smaller. With 28 minutes remaining, they can definitely close that gap. They know it. Team 6 once again getting in position. They got riders all throughout the peloton. A lot of individuals, but a lot of Team 6 going on out there right now. All right, here comes our leaders, and they are still the Band of Brothers, all four working together still. Haladi's still out there in the front. SoCal Cycling, they're in the middle. And Paez just hanging out in the back, trying to be quiet, hoping that nobody see him. He's probably mad that I keep bringing him up. He's like, come on, man, they don't even see me. Shh. "26 minutes remaining in our final race of the day. Cat 1s, 2s, and 3s. LACrits.com. Check out the live action. There they go, there they go, there they go. All together, 26 minutes remaining as they are getting faster. All right, here comes our leaders. Still working together. They put the work in early. Now they're able to chill, maintain. They're doing about 80% right now, but I'm going to tell you, that final sprint is going to be insane. Cannot wait to see that. I also can't wait to see our lead group decide they want to rejoin the party and close that gap. I'm going to go ahead and incentivize them right now and see if I can give away another case of beer. I'm sorry, 6-pack. if we can get that gap to close it up a little bit with the Peloton Preem for the last Anderson Valley Brewing Company 6-pack. All right, here come our leaders right now. Still together, party of 4. All right, our last final 2 preems of the race going right now. Once one of these 2 chasers are getting closer to the leaders. Whoa, which one of these 2 riders are going home with a case of Anderson Valley Brewing Company beer? Who wants the beer? Who wants the beer? It looks like number 19, Julexis de los Santos. All right, that was our last preem for product. Once our leaders come around right now, something tells me Jason Paez might go for a little sprint right now and get them 5 points. He's been hanging out, saving his energy. But something tells me he's like, I need to go get this money up there in the front. As we're going to see, I believe, a preview of the final sprint. Here they come right now. Bar points up for grabs. Bar points up for grabs right now. Bar points up for grabs right now. And they're going to give it to her lady. Say, listen, man, you've been working all this time. You deserve it. So not only has Gavin been leading out almost every lap at that young 20 years old, but he also got both 5-point preems. And right there with them was Aiden Wardrop, SoCal Cycling. And there they go. Julexis de los Santos trying to close that gap. I don't know. At this point, they're just finishing the race. 20 minutes remaining. Will they close the gap? All right, we got 18 minutes to go in this one. There are your leaders. And if nothing changes, most likely where your lead sprint is going to take place, 4 riders, 3 spots on the podium, 3 teams, 2 teammates, 2 individuals. We're going to find out. We got some young riders, some strong riders. Word on the street. Word on the street. SoCal Cycling is looking strong. But we're going to find out in just a moment. We got 17 minutes remaining in our Pro 123 race. All right, see the peloton is thinking about responding. Okay, okay. So we got some real hitters there in that peloton. I've been told you just never know in the breakaway. But even in the peloton, we got some fast riders. Here they come right now. They're still all 4 together. Look at that. Ed Huntsman right there in the group with Aiden Waltrip, Gavin Halady, Jason Payet. Once again, 3 spots at the top. 4 riders in the breakaway. Very, very interesting finish to this race right now. I'd like to see how the peloton is going to wrap up their race. Will they be sprinting? Kind of close that gap. We have a chase group. Looks like they might be making an effort. They got 16 minutes to do so. Oh, yeah, that's a good fast group right there. Yeah, this race is far from over. Carroll looking very strong, team 6. Ooh, look at the youngster. Look at the youngster out there making an attack. I like to see that. Eli Watson at 14 years old, attacking the peloton. The benefit of youth. I think it's a little impatient. Like you guys are not going hard enough. We about to lose this. Can't collectively lose. Somebody we gotta lose the individuals, but win as individuals. We're gonna find out what they do now. With 15 minutes remaining, about a minute and 40-second lap time. Minute 45, I want to say. 7, 8 laps remaining. And here come our leaders right now. Make some noise for these guys right here. They've been putting forth a clinic. Especially for Gavin. Gavin's been out there working hard every single lap, getting those points. He don't even mind if you don't win right now. He's like, man, I got all the money. Every lap, he's been collecting them points. All right, so word on the street, SoCal should be making an attack. We're going to see if Tony Paez can answer it and stay with it. The Peloton is falling apart right now. They don't know what to do with themselves. Some folks want to attack. The Blazers are not really attacking. They're just kind of hanging out in there right now. But again, we got 6 to go. Anything can happen. All right, here come our leaders right now in the predicted finish order. They're seeing 6 to go. All 4 of those riders are very strong. All 4 are capable of making an absolute attack. But right now, they are just chilling. Even on the back stretch, they are not attacking yet. Matter of fact, standing up and stretching their legs out. If you're on lacrits.com, you can see what I see, which is our breakaway. They are roughly, they're more than a half a lap as they just hit turn 2. The Peloton just hitting turn 4. The Chase group crossing the finish line right now. Everybody's seeing 6 on the go, 6 laps to go. When our leaders come back, they're going to be seeing 5. All right, looks like there's going to be a counter. They're going to try to make an attack. I don't know if I can see that happening. I'm figuring this next lap here is when we're going to start to see some matches being burned. Don't know if we got a technical. Cool. All right, here we go. Here's our lead 4. We're seeing 5 to go. You just make sure there's no one in that car. I don't know where that thing just came from. I remember one time I was doing a SoCal cross race. I borrowed Dot's bike. Went to go take off to go to the restroom. Man, I hit the brakes. I went over the handlebars. The front brakes were so tight. Caught me way off guard. I have never flipped on a bike before in my life. When you borrow other people's bikes and you don't know their equipment, you got to be careful. All right, they saw 5 to go. The leaders did. Chase group is seeing it right now. All right, still anybody's race. Jesse Badonka saying that they probably will not begin to actually attack until about 2 to go. Which makes a lot of sense, but with the Chase group, they need to start doing that now. What they may realize is that the lead group is not attacking right now. And so if some teammates are potentially saying, yo, put forth an effort right now, you guys can close this gap in the next 3 laps. But you got to start now. Because our leaders are kind of chilling. All right, there they go. There they go. There they go. SoCal Cycling. And there's the chase group approaching right now. Come on, Cameron. Team 6 is looking like, do we attack? Did we wait too late? I know Team 6 made an attack a couple of the last event. They were able to hold on to it for the win. It might have been 2 events ago, but we're going to see right now. Here they come. All right, there's our leaders in the familiar order. We're going to see. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Our chase group is working on bringing them back. They can do it if they put forth a serious effort. The lead group does not know how close the chase group is. The chase group has to work hard now if we're going to bring them back.
Yo, Mike, what's going on? Talk to me. Fill me in. What we got here? 3 laps to go. What's going on?
3 laps to go. We got our 4 leaders out front. The chase group is trying to bring them back. They're about 25, 30 seconds behind.
Who's the 4 leaders we got? I know we got Gavin Halady.
Yes.
We got David Huntsman.
Yes.
Who else we got?
We have Aiden Waldrop and Jason Paez.
And Jason Paez. Okay. Yes. Those are all road racing climbing specialists.
Yes. And they've been going like 80% this whole time. The chase group, which is chasing them down, has been able to close it a little bit, but that lead group is still going very fast. Jesse is predicting a sprint with 2 to go.
Now, have you seen what's the gap? Have you been getting the time at all? What's the gap on these?
Well, the gap between the chasers and the leaders, last I checked, was right around 40 seconds.
So you got 40 seconds. Oh, so that's the leaders.
The leaders right now, and they can see the back of the peloton.
That's 100%. So that's about right there. I can eyeball. That's about 30 seconds. They're not going to go for it, but you got these 4 riders in here.
Yeah.
Gavin Halady coming off a 7th place overall victory at the Redlands stage race, going from a 5-1 in 1 year. We've got Huntsman, who is a serious, strong track rider. He's already won here once at CBR.
Yep.
Won. Jason Paez is on fire right now.
Yep.
Just coming off a victory at LA Circuit Race.
Yep.
Aiden, he's a young kid. This guy is 20 years old, riding on SoCalCycling.com. Yep. What do we got here? Is this a bridge group that's kind of behind them?
This is a bridge group, and they don't realize it, but they're only about 20, 25 seconds behind. Austin Carroll, one of the first ones from Team 6 to lead out that effort. He's been joined in by 5 other riders with 2 laps to go.
One of those guys aren't getting paid, though, so it gets paid 10 deep. You got 7 off the back. You got 4 off the front. That puts 11 riders. Right now, the field, they're just sprinting for glory.
They are just sprinting for that. But you're saying that the top 10 make the
the pay cut. Top 10 makes the pay cut. You got 4 off the front. You got a 7-group chase, and then you got the pack fill.
Okay, okay.
Me, I'd pull over and just watch the finish.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? At this point, you didn't put the work in. Just kind of hang out. But top 3 are going to make the podium, and we're going to see how that sprint goes down with our leaders.
So we're going to have 2 to go. 2 to go to the field. We're going to have 2 to go. The chasers, they're about to lap you guys. If you guys take a look behind you, they're going to be making the turn in just a second. Don't look back right now. Yeah. Always head up. That's Marco Choya going through the start-finish line right now. Seasoned vet. Actually, they didn't make the turn.
There they are.
There they are. So that's about...
They've eaten about 5 seconds up since the last lap, too.
Yeah, we got a little cat and mouse right there. Look at Aiden kind of playing it off the little side. Aiden's going over here. They got plenty of room to spare. However, they don't know that there's a chase group of 7 riders coming up hard on them.
They don't know that, but I don't know if they're worried. They're more worried about themselves. There they go.
So we got Gavin Halady making a move. Right after him, they got 1 to go. Gavin Halady going off the front. Jason Paez covering it right after him. Then we got Aiden Wardrop right after him. And Huntsman just sitting there, just kind of cruising. Eddie Huntsman just waiting to make that move. Let's take a look at the camera.
Yeah, LACrits.com, folks, if you want to get the live up to the second action as the 4 breakaway leading right now. They are about to hit turn 2.
So you got Gavin Halady going hard off the front. He's got about 3 bicycle gap over Jason Paez. After him was Aiden, and left out back was Eddie Huntsman. I'm very shocked at that. I would have put money that Eddie was going to take that.
You know, Jesse put his money on it, but we're going to find out right now with this little wind coming up. That might alter the final sprint, as right now they are approaching turn 3.
Whoa, that's Eddie Huntsman going again at turn 3 like he did before. He just came right by Gavin Halady and Paez like they were going slow. Everybody look down at turn 4. You're going to see Eddie come through the start-finish again.
Hold up. They're going to be sprinting against the peloton in a second.
Oh, my gosh. They're going to mix.
Will they? Yeah, they are. Are they in it right now?
The group, you guys are going to have to slow up because you got Eddie Huntsman coming in hard. Please give them the room to finish, you guys. Here comes Eddie Huntsman. He's got the gap on Jason Paez.
Got his head down.
Gavin Halady making a last-ditch effort, trying to get up for second. Who's going to get it? We got Eddie taking first. Gavin Halady second. Jason Paez third. With the young Aiden Wardrop coming in 4th with these champions.
And chilling for the 4th place. Coming in after putting it all.
Great job, Aiden. Great job, bud. Great job.
Now, let's check out this chase right now. We got a sprint.
This is the money right here. Last of the money. Only 6 of these 7 get it.
Ooh, here they come. SoCal Cycling representing.
Whoa.
SoCal. Miami rounding it off, Team 6.
That's Jacob Longo taking the field sprint. Pulling up the rear is there Rudy Napoleano, multinational champ.
You got $5 on that one. That was a great prediction. Jesse knew. He was like, yeah, I'm going to call it right now. And he called it pretty good. Paez did come in 3rd as opposed to 2nd, but minor difference, still a great race. The peloton should be coming around right now. They were actually caught by the lead group. You don't see that too often, but that lead group was working hard. And here comes the peloton, and they are sprinting.
Call this out. Who's in front there?
Is that Dante? Ooh, but it's a sprint. But Dante wants it. Miami Blazers, baby. I mean, yo, a finish is a finish is a finish, right? Rubber side down is always a good time. Fantastic, fantastic race. Final race of the day, the elite men's 1s, 2s, and 3s. The 4-rider breakaway able to maintain even lapping the field. They took off at about 5 laps in and never looked back. That's a long time to be leading out the race and never get attacked.